I grew up in a household that did not have church as a regular part of what we did. As a matter of fact, most of my activity up until my late teens and early 20s would be considered anything but the behavior that you would expect from somebody who had attended church. In my early 20s, I was invited to a church service really as come check out the band, and I accepted the invitation. I went, and it was a very talented group of musicians, and I just kept going back, and it took a couple of years, but eventually I came to understand the message of Christ, and then I also came to understand what that message and what that gift would mean to me in my life, and I eventually accepted Christ and have continued in that faith since. John 14:6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. That's a message that I don't think people understand completely, and gaining an understanding of what that means and the sacrifice that was given so that we can come to the Father is what I think people really need to invest themselves in understanding, and letting that understanding change the way they think, change the way they act, and change the way they see both themselves and the world around them. The church is a place, in my opinion, to come to be renewed, to come to understand both the gifts that God has presented to us and what we were able to give back to Him in our relationships and our activities. It's a place to come to be renewed, a place to come to be inspired, a place to begin to recognize what specifically it is God is calling each of us individually to do, and then to have some support and some outlets and some ways to go exercise that with people to help guide and focus your activities. Communities are built on the strength of the people and the relationships that are contained in a community, and we as the church are in the business of building people of character, compassion, love, and that's what our community needs, and that's what we'll continue to strive for. Being able to give back to the church, the community, and well beyond that community through all of the things that our church engages in is a way to say thank you, to be cognizant of all the blessings that have been provided in my life. It's a way to be bigger than myself and bigger than any individual blessing or problem that may present itself in my life, and a way to acknowledge that everything that I've been given is in God's hands and it's a gift from Him, and that this is really just about me being grateful and wanting to show that gratitude by giving back